According to this post on X, Nokia actually knew the iPhone was a bigger threat than most people have given Nokia credit for. In other words, this leaked presentation appears to show Nokia knew the iPhone was going to change everything, but it didn't end up mattering. This video is brought to you by Brain.fm. It's focus music. I love it. It's linked below. We'll talk more about it later. So apparently this presentation from 2007 was leaked on Hacker News, and it's since been taken down or removed. But it shows that Nokia understood this touchscreen was going to change things. It was going to upend the industry, be a revolution. And of course, this challenges what everyone thought, which was that Nokia was completely blindsided by the iPhone. They had no idea what this was going to mean or do, or they just kind of had blinders on. But no, you can see they had some insight, they just failed to capitalize on it. Regardless of Nokia and their intersection in the story of the iPhone, I feel like this is really instructional to just people, as people who are trying to do things in business or even in your own just personal life. Like, don't be Nokia, right? Don't understand that there's a threat, things need to change, and then not adapt. If you have this level of insight, which really these days with the internet and AI, like anyone can, don't be blindsided, right? There's a lesson here. And I feel like that's sort of what's happening with AI right now, and with Apple to some extent. We don't know how that's going to play out, but Apple seems like it's getting caught a little bit blindsided there. Like here you can see on this slide, Nokia internally forecasted 6.5 million iPhone sales in 2007 and 14 million in 2008, which was remarkably close to what actually happened. There was 5.4 million iPhone sales in 2007 and 16 in 2008. And then you can see there's sort of this internal war at Nokia where they were sort of, some people were sticking to the legacy Symbian OS platform. Others were pushing for Debian-based, this newer platform. And basically, they wanted to introduce a touchscreen MAMO, I believe is how they would have pronounced it, interface, and they wanted to hire a chief UI designer. But of course, one of the different systems, the Symbian system, would have had to die for that to happen. It's really not that uncommon for large companies to be caught flat-footed when it comes to market disruptions, and just big companies don't often react very well or very quickly to new threats that come down the pipeline. So we have to ask ourselves, Apple, which originally disrupted companies like Nokia, is itself a huge incumbent now. They're a big company with a lot of customers, and that makes them slower to react because they don't want to upset teams inside or customers that they already have, right? And we have to ask ourselves, ironically, is something similar happening to Apple right now? And actually, make sure that you're subscribed to the main channel, Daily Tech 1, because the video this week will really be diving into that. But Corey wraps up how this happened to Nokia in the end. Nokia didn't launch its first real iPhone competitor, the Lumia 800, until 4.5 years after this deck. So I like the way that this thread ends. The hard part about the innovator's dilemma is not knowing what to do, but actually doing it in time. So if that's you, and you don't know what to do about AI, what is it going to mean for you and your business? Again, I've got a course. It's linked up down below on AI. It will basically help you figure out what opportunities you can capitalize on, what can you do right now, what mistakes should you avoid, all that stuff. Very comprehensive. It's not like how do I use AI? It's bigger than that. It's what does it mean to be human? What is an AI? How do they relate? How can I work together with AI or not? Pretty wild stuff though. I mean, Nokia, they could have done something. I don't know that they could have beat the iPhone, but they could have tried earlier and harder. So I know most people watching this come from the Apple ecosystem. Do you feel that Apple could be Nokia right now as it relates to AI, or do you not even care? Are you not tracking it? Hit me in the comments. Now, very quickly, let me mention our sponsor, Brain.fm. Focus music. It's perfect for deep work, being creative, learning. It can help you focus in as little as 5 minutes, and it's science-backed. As you can see here, it actually does produce real results. People love it. I love it. I use it all the time. So you should definitely grab your 30-day free trial using the link down in the description. You can go to brain.fm/dailytech, daily TEKK. That's brain.fm/dailyTEKK.